hath started.
Nice.
Should open up Twitch.
My arcade brethren. And we've got nobody in the chat.
Let's take a look here. I see the live chat.
Meanwhile,
Mine still says that we're offline.
I see us.
Oh, there we go.
yeah, it's a good.
Oh, somebody joined. Somebody's in. Hey, what's up? Hey. What's going on?
It's funny, I get a little delay on my end. I don't see the chatters immediately. Because it's built into the broadcasting app.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mr. Peabody, what's up?
Welcome. You're going to win tonight.
Hey, you guys, stall. I'll be right back.
Okay, great. So Brian, you said you woke up this morning and your oven was on, like without anybody turning it on?
No, the stovetop.
The stovetop.
Wouldn't go on, and now it won't shut off.
Is it electric or gas?
It is electric. So I went and shot the. I shut down the electricity. I just flipped the breaker.
I thought you were going to say you shot the oven with a gun or something, but
I should have. That would have actually been more pleasing.
yes,
But
gratifying.
yeah. Well, and here we are, like thinking about redoing our kitchen at some point, and of course this goes out. So what do? Like run downstairs, and it's like that big burner.
Oh no.
The little burner, and only the little burner will go on, so it's like completely useless. So you can run downstairs, flip the breaker, run back upstairs, cook something on the little burner, and then go back down. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I was trying to use the cleaning feature on my oven this morning, and it kept giving me an error. And I'm like, I'm an arcade technician. I should know how to fix this. And so I looked it up, and it said the latch isn't arming. And I'm like, there's a latch? And apparently, yeah, there's a little latch that latches the oven locked, and then that way it can turn the temperature up to 1,000 degrees for 3 hours. And so I went in there, and the motor's burned up. It's getting 22 volts AC, but that, and it's out of stock. So now I get to decide. Of course. I would rather have a new oven than buy a $150 motor, but
I love it. We're in the chat, and somebody's already like, "What's the big surprise?"
What is it? Yeah,
I know, surprise,
right?
I can't tell you like right away. I mean, we have to wait for people to show up.
Right.
I mean, because it's like a big deal.
Dang, man, I don't know.
I've been talking about ending the show.
Yeah. What? You mean not coming back for season 7?
Well,
what else would we do?
I don't know what I'll do with my Thursdays.
Format change.
Is that what day it is?
A format change, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing commentary on classical radio.
Oh, nice.
Jeez, just kill me now. Oh man.
Andy asks if we're gonna go to CNN. I said, yes.
Yes, when we're in Atlanta for sure. So.
What I'd like to double or triple the chat. Like, I'd like to see 30 to 60 people a week in chat.
Now that is one of the gratifying things about TikTok is that I will get between 200 and 800 people.
Sure.
But I got to be doing something that is available for the masses.
Yeah.
And typically that's dressing up like Marty McFly and letting people torture me. So.
All right,
this is interesting.
Warm up.
So if you're...
Go ahead.
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I'm good.
Was it news related? Could we bring it up on the news?
No. We can go, though. Let's do it.
Well, so this is the end of season 6.
My favorite episode was the last episode because I got to walk outside and then go to Disney.
Rob Fulop? No,
yeah.
it was Lloyd.
That was the Lloyd, yes.
Lloyd was great. Wasn't he?
Lloyd was a fun one. Lloyd was like a cliffhanger, though.
Yeah, you could definitely do like 6 or 7 shows with the guy.
And I looked at reviews for Lloyd's Place, and everybody's just gushing, and I'm like, how come I didn't even never know about going there? And I feel terrible now.
Yeah, but you learned a lot.
I did, yeah. I know, but I mean, like every time I went to Hopkins, I go to Big Ten. I would never venture out. It was
I'm trying
pretty
to
boring.
remember. Were you on the episode where we interviewed Joe Leese? Had you joined the show yet?
Isn't
I think
that
you
the
were.
second? Yeah,
First
I think
season. You joined like right after your episode, right?
Right. I just never hung up.
Yeah.
I still haven't.
So, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I also really liked the Walter Day episode,
Good old Walter.
which was really sad.
Did you see the picture they made of Abbey Road? That was kind of cool. That was kind of cute.
I haven't seen that. You should post it in the chat.
So yeah, it was like him. I mean, there's of course the controversy, right? With Billy was there, but they're in England and they took a picture of like 4 of them walking across the street. It was cute.
Was Brian Cutt in there?
I don't know who the people were in it. Let me see if I can find the picture.
I haven't heard about Brian Q in a long time.
Brian Cutt.
Is it Q or K? I don't know.
Cutt? I don't know. Kuh. It's Brian Cutt.
Here's the image. That's a very long link.
Oh, that is a long link.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But it should go right to it.
It's not Brian
I'm
Cutt.
clicking it. I don't see any penises. This is good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So far, so
Your standards are high.
Well, the third one is definitely Richie Knuckles, right?
I don't know.
What for? Yeah. Well,
I mean, it kind of looks like it from the side.
I don't think that's Richie Knuckles.
No,
Knuckles
I
has
don't
put
think
on
that's
a little
Richie.
weight.
Oh, he's too tall. Yeah, I see.
I don't
No,
know
hey,
who
no
those
offense,
guys
Richie.
are.
You'll never see this episode.
That's like he's not
we're
going
talking
to.
about.
He's not stocking Arcade Radio. That's for sure.
No.
Are we talking about episodes this season? Because one of my favorite episodes ever was the Gomez one.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
few years ago. Yeah. He was supposed to be on tonight. That bastard.
I
did?
know.
What happened?
You know what?
Busy?
His girlfriend's birthday is tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. We're way more important than a girl's birthday.
Priorities.
Right. I mean, right.
So, this girl I dated in high school for like 5 years. My first date, I was going over, stopped at a friend's house to drop something off, and the father comes out. He's like, "You need to stay for dinner." I'm like, "I have a date. It's a dinner date." He just looks at me, puts his arm around my shoulders. "Brian, what's more important, women or food?"
Women.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
an easy answer.
Not gonna tell your wife, and I'm gonna go get both.
I mean, we typically talk about favorite episodes at the end of the season anyway, but like we had a lot of. I think there was a lot of good, Arcade Radio crew episodes this year. Between the three of us.
I also really, I mean, I'm biased, but I really like talking to Larry Biezza.
Yeah, he was great.
He's just got great stories, great history. I mean, just he got into he barely scratched the surface.
We got to have him on next season, if there is a next season, which we may be announcing.
What? What am I going to do with the extra 2 hours I use on Friday to write the
tonight's
whole
gonna
show?
turn into a NPR sort of pledge drive, and if we don't make enough money to do the show next year, we're not coming back.
We're not going to have. We're going to unplug the channel.
That's right.
We gotta turn that into.
And we're not giving in any VHS tapes of Louis Anderson. So suck it.
One of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons is when Homer tries to end the pledge drive by pledging whatever was remaining so he could watch the British beat him up pub. Oh my gosh. Then he ends up on that island licking toads. Oh my god, that is just one of the best.
That's a funny one.
That's a great one.
He's tripping on licking toads.
What was that? I'm not licking toads.
What's this? What's this?
Holy what?
If we're talking the worst episodes ever, I mean, that's easy to solve. That's just the ones with Adam in it.
Oh my god.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Dan Reed.
Yes.
You guys thought it never happened. There he is.
Oh man. Well, remember we did a whole season where we called him and then let the phone ring, which was awesome.
I called him today and I said, "Hey, this would be a really good a surprise if you came back to the show for the season 6 finale. And he was a little skeptical. He's like, I don't know. Nobody wants to see me. And I'm like, no. People, we talked about him all season. We're like, maybe we should call Dan.
Right. No, for real. We did.
But yeah, welcome back to the show, Dan. It's good to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
You've got fans. You've got Andy saying, miss that guy, and Grinwing saying, yay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got some chatters that are all over this right now.
People want us to bring back the negative news.
Well, you know what? I did send you. Hey, Dan, did you get the link to the news?
Yeah, but I'm on a different Mac right now, so
dude,
I don't have Gmail on it or anything. I suppose I could pull it up.
We could send you
when
the
we
link
get to
in
the
this
news
chat.
section, you pull it up. We'll have.
It's okay. I'm just kind of filling in for wasn't George Gomez supposed to be here, and doesn't he have something to do with Stern?
Yeah. Apparently, they're making like a
Stern
007 pinball.
sucks.
Yeah.
All Stern pinball sucks. There you go, everybody. I'm back.
I'm back.
Fuck George Gomez and Stern pinball. Let's go, George Jack.
You know, it's funny because we had him on the show and he was talking Jurassic Park, and it turned out to be a pretty good pin, despite the fact they couldn't get all the rights, which was weird because apparently, like Jeep, you have to, even though Jurassic Park used Jeeps, they can't just use a Jeep in the game.
Oh my gosh.
So they had to redesign the car.
They could probably do it if it didn't say Jeep on it.
Yeah, well.
Right. But little known fact, the guy riding the Jeep is that that other Marty McFly that isn't Michael J. Fox. So. Yeah.
How you guys doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah,
How's Bob Zarzadek?
Bob's good. I think we're gonna have a call from Bob.
Yes,
later.
I think
Really?
I saw him. Well, I guess I can't say what happened, so we'll find out.
Oh, did you see him at Disney when you were out at Disney?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think he told me to not tell anybody, but I don't know what that meant. So
Billy7 says, "Okay, that's enough of Dan."
shut up, Billy.
I'm with him.
Oh, so okay, Dan. Last we heard, you were trying to sell a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet that you'd converted from a good old Stern.
Yes,
Scramble.
it had lighting.
What was it? Stern what? Scramble.
Yeah. So
Scramble.
and you painted it was automotive paint, very sparkly green.
Candy apple green automotive paint and lacquer, the whole thing. It looked like a car when I was done with it.
you took some flack for it.
A lot of flack.
Yeah.
But I mean, in my defense, there was no bringing it back. It was, first of all, it's stenciled.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that had it before me, it was sitting in a garage and it was all completely water damaged. So I had to cut the whole bottom of it off and put a new one on. And I just happened to have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles board. And I thought, no one's going to buy a Scramble. But,
Nice.
a marketable thing is definitely a Turtles.
Oh yeah, for the 90s crowd, which are
Mm-hmm.
they're up and coming right now.
Yep.
So
I
I
did
know.
you
some
painted
artwork
the
for
thing.
it, and
You put it on a couple of spots. Everyone scoffed at you, but you ended up selling it for a decent
he
price.
did. It was great.
What'd you end up getting for it, if we could ask?
A little over $2,000.
What? Yes.
Nice work.
Well, it was
And-
a little into it. I mean, it wasn't your typical. It's not a collector's machine. I didn't aim it at the collectors, but when you're trying to sell something, you don't have a choice but to
Put it
go
out
to
there.
collector groups, and you have to have thick skin if you're going to put something on like a multicade or, something that you've bastardized. So
I put different color T-molding on a Black Widow and people went nuts. It's like I put purple T-molding on. I'm like, it matches the art perfectly.
right?
And it's like, it's terrible.
I know.
Blasphemy.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I called Dan earlier to tell him about, to ask him to be on the show, I told him a little bit about the Journey Saga, my 3-year, I'm going to have the longest Journey restore ever. And so we're working on year 4, but actually I think we're going to finish it this fall. I have all the parts together. I have found my Dan Reed MP3 board. I have found my CPO, and I already put that together. I showed that last week. And now I have all the parts, and I put a bunch in the tumbler. a bunch of screws and bolts in the tumbler, get them all shined up, ready to go into the machine. And my buddy Eric just said he was willing to help with that, so that's good. So good news, Dan. I still haven't finished Journey, and when I'm done, you can come over and play it.
That's awesome.
That's really what he's been waiting for.
I won't tell anybody that you painted it with
Automotive paint.
Yes, twice I think, right?
Oh yeah, twice.
He's very proud of that, especially when he was able to buff out the scratch that occurred on the side of it.
Oh yeah, that was a saga.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's your machine. It's not like someone won't buy it. That thing's a beauty. So
what's really great too is, and I was telling Dan this, and I don't know if I showed this I shared this on the show, but there was when I brought the cabinet to be painted, the company was an automotive paint shop, so they had a GM paint swatch book, and I took all the colors and I matched it perfectly to the Journey color. And so when I took it to be painted, the guy's like, hey, we could do this like a bass boat thing. Will you use this as the base color? And I can't believe how close the color is to your board that you and Brian produced for the...
Brian chose the color. It's amazing.
It's just awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to light that sucker with...
He sourced it. It's beautiful. If you tried to find that purple again, I bet he'd be hard pressed to find it.
I think it was a purple mirror, wasn't it?
It's a blue.
We etched the back of
blue.
It. Yeah. I don't know that we have any more of that.
I mean, I think I sell like one a year now. I think pretty much everybody that has a Journey either has it or doesn't want it at this point. So not a big mover anymore.
But we have. Hold on. Oh. Let's see here.
You did it.
What was that? That was 2015, Brian, when we put that out, wasn't it?
That was a long time ago, yeah.
Still sell them every now and then again.
There we go.
There you go. Look at that.
Beauty.
Oh yeah, this is the new tape board.
Yeah. That's just the original.
Oh, okay.
That's completely unmodified.
Yeah, if nobody knows, I had to use Brian. Actually, was the only one in town that had a Journey. I had the boards and pieces of mine, but his was the only one that was fully assembled with the tape deck. So he was nice enough to let me come over like 15 times with the guy I was working on the project with, and trying to figure out how to get the audio to ramp up and audio to ramp down. And I mean, without Brian, that board wouldn't exist. And he even went the extra mile and found that purple, unbelievable purple plexi for it. It's just amazing. So kudos to Brian, otherwise we wouldn't have that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It was easy. I just got to stand there and watch you guys struggle. We've been lucky enough to. I don't know how we ended up with 2 Journeys, but it's.
I know how you did because you've told the story like 900 times. I love it. It's awesome. And are they all back together again now?
Well, technically 3 Journeys, I guess, once I finish the cocktail.
Oh, yeah. I gave you my cocktail. So.
We must have the largest concentration of Journeys in the United States.
I bet we do, actually. That's pretty funny.
Uh-oh. Voices FYC. Everyone out of the pool.
Yeah.
He peed.
I don't think he even knows who Dan Reed is.
He was around at the time.
Dan Reed is a legend. Speaking of legends, we should get on to gadgets.
We should.
You don't want to do the intro to the show and all that fun stuff? Or?
Oh, wait. We have to introduce the show?
Yeah, it has like an opening and shit like that.
Oh, there's a... Oh, okay. Let's do it. All right, I'll hit the button.
Live
nobody
from
talk.
KOYR Studios in Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Arcade Radio.
Hey-o!
World record!
Thanks for listening in from the Arcadosphere. This is Season 6. And it is this is it, Episode 22, the finale of Arcade Radio Podcast, Season 6. Oh, did I already say Season 6? I already said Season 6. Today is Thursday, September 15th, 2022, and the time is now approximately 7:37 p.m. Central. I'm your host, Adam Thorne. I'm joined by my co-host, Mark the Omen Shields. And last and least, Paradise Arcade Shop proprietor and part-time exorcist, it's Brian Thurston Howell Armitage III. And joining us tonight, Mr. Dan Reed. And also joining us later tonight, he grew up in Houston playing pinball and video games at local arcades like Good Time Charlie's and Goldmine. As a young adult, he enjoyed hosting house parties to share his extensive collection of games with friends. In 2002, he moved into the party to Fitzgerald's, a Houston music club, where the foundation was laid for a multi-day event known as the Houston Arcade Expo. Ladies and gents, we will have Mr. Keith Christensen later at the top of the hour. Everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Season 6 finale. It's good to have you aboard. Let's jump right into gadgets. I want to play a little cue for you, Brian. How do you like them apples?
I need a bumper.
You need the bumper?
I need a little bump.
Like the intertubes?
Where's my bumper?
I've got a bumper for you right here.
Right here.
It's right.
It's on. Here. It's Adam's ass. So it's just
a little bumper.
It's not little.
What? Hey, okay. Now we're
Wow.
Now it's personal.
It's a lot. It's all love.
That doesn't sound like love. It sounds like hatred.
I always felt
No.
the true stars at Atari was engineering.
Oh, you're an inventor.
Yes, I am.
What have you invented?
A lot of things.
Like?
Like a lot of things. Like things that you've heard of.
Like?
Well, things that you will have heard of, okay? Patents are pending.
Arcade Gadgets with Brian McLeod.
Welcome to the gadget segment. I got a couple of gadgets today. We'll start off with the ones behind me.
That's not a gadget.
Believe it or not, these actually did come in and they arrived. So, War of the Worlds side art, done and produced by.
Whoa.
So I did the art. This old game is distributing these. Anyways, they actually shipped them to me. I know that's a shocker, but cool. They're here. It really is nice art. So if you want to do a War of the Worlds, this is off one of the original 10 machines out of the factory. You can buy this now.
What does it cost?
This one,
$150 a set?
I don't actually know. Rich sent me a set. This is for Ty Bergen, who's down in Cannon Falls, who told me the only thing he wants in life is my Warrior and a set of War of the Worlds art. So,
so does he
one
have
of the two.
He already has a Warlords?
He wants a Warrior.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're not. He actually watched my Warrior while I was in Colorado. Yes, Rich was awake to make them. Next up is. You gotta lift this thing.
Ice cold beer, plexi or glass?
This is glass.
Oh.
And I will show you. So there have been some reproductions of this, and I'm not going to get into too much detail on it. But if you look at the original reproductions, there's a number of things that are missing. Like, there's a detail here that's missing. All the bubbles on the reproductions are gone. So there's actually bubbles in the clouds you can see here. There's some up here. And those are missing. Now, the one difference between this and the original is that down on the bottom, we were not allowed to say Tato America, so we had to write Tato Corporation. Okay. But aside from that, this is exactly like the originals. Now, gold leaf, it's double printed, screen printed, so it lights up beautifully. This is really...
Hey, for our new audience member, Mr. Dan Reed, you should explain what your Tato glass is for.
Oh. Yeah, so in December, I think we're going to start shipping ice cold beers. So our first run of
the whole game?
Yeah. So our first run of 500 should be released in December.
Wow.
Obtain the license. It's been an ongoing saga. Do you know what the retail cost is going to be for us?
I think we're going to be at $54.99. We originally were targeting $49.99. The supply chain, all that other crap, even lumber, is killing us. So we've had to jump up the price. I believe the ending price is going to be $54.99. We discussed it amongst the people involved in it. We're trying to only raise the price what our increased costs are. We're not actually increasing it to cover, like we're not doing a percentage on top of that. So if it goes up $500, we're going up $500. That's basically
one of the things I like too is, this is still like way cheaper than a pinball machine.
It's so the goal is to keep it less than a pinball machine, and people know Dan hasn't heard about it, but so head-to-head play, you can link machines. They're run with the BitKit, so there is internet access eventually going to be built into this, and there's multiple different games that are possible because we have sensors on more than just the scoring holes. So the initial launch will be just the original Ice Cold Beer play, but over time, just like the BitKit gets more games, this will also get more games. Speaking of which, was that a segue or what?
Wow. Well, you haven't segged yet.
BitKit 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So he tested it. It's working great. We should be seeing a small order. Susan finally put her foot down with Aaron. It was really funny. Didn't put her foot down. She said, can we, for the first time, since we actually make the boards, get the first shipment?
Yeah.
So there will be a small group of them coming to Paradise soon, and then everybody else will be getting them shortly thereafter. I mean, I don't care where you buy them. I'd love you buy them from us, but these BitKit 2s are amazing. Aaron just added Bump and Jump.
Yep,
was
Bump
it?
and Jump.
And
yep.
I mean, it's like he just keeps going. So for those of you who haven't seen it, the 2 has more memory, so you can add more systems. I mean, he's doing all the stuff that other people in the past have said, we're going to make a game board, we're going to add games to it, and they kind of stagnated, and it's understandable because there's not a huge incentive. Aaron has bucked that trend, and he just adds games almost like one a month, I think is about the average he's at in adding games if you take it over time.
Man's got to have a hobby.
One last thing on the products, because we're moving along. This is super cool. So, for those of you who have Forgotten Worlds, okay, this was an impossible thing to find. It is the Forgotten World spinner because it has a geared down, it's like a high-resolution spinner, and in order to fire in the game, you need to push the spinner. So these guys have done the whole rotate and push. This is amazing. It is exactly like the originals. This is executed. I'm beyond impressed with how well these guys did this.
Who is it?
So it's a couple of guys over on Arcade Projects Forum. I'm going to put the thread into the chat there.
Nice.
You really should. If you have a Forgotten Worlds, or if you ever thought of buying a Forgotten Worlds, you need to buy these. I mean, they're not cheap. I can't even remember. They're like $600 for a set of 2.
Are they almost as good as RAM controls, or
RAM controls didn't make these.
No, I'm joking, dude.
Yeah, these guys. No, these guys.
I was trying to make Dan Reed spit up his water, and it works.
I want to say welcome to the chat, Alicidra, Andy, Billy 7, Commander Root, Damon Rising 5, Gringwing, Ice Cold Joe again in the chat, Layer Shift, Mike Page, Mr. Peabody, Paul Argue, and Voices FYC. Thanks for joining us tonight. What do you know? Is that it, Brian? Is that all your gadgets?
Well, and speaking of RAM controls, magically the RAM controls harness site disappeared off Etsy.
Oh, I wonder who reported that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Just saying, it's a little weird. Yeah. Oh, and so the spinners are $209. Just found
Hey, Brian, I've been out of this for so long, but did anybody ever reproduce the Mad Planet spinner? That was a big controversy for a while, for a couple of years.
So there have been guys that have poured that with resin. And I have 2 of the resin ones down. I have 2 of the resin ones over on the other side of the shop. They're not as good as the originals. So the original Wicco spinners, which also were used in Off the Wall, which we have up at Starrcade, those spin forever. Like you just spin it a little bit like the Mad Planet. Give it a little spin, it just goes forever. These new ones, they work, but they don't feel quite the same. They don't line up quite the same. I keep being told we're doing it right, and then I go and look at it, and it's like not quite right, and I backed off of it enough. But that would be a good one to do.
Yeah, especially with the Williams boards. Are those still available even?
Yes. So the Gottlieb board. So J-Rock is I think still getting them out to him.
Yes.
But let me see if I have it here. We reproduce. I think it's like down here, like on the floor. It's kicked through my shoes. I've got a panel down here somewhere. So the funny thing is that we've needed them for our stuff, and that's where I keep thinking like I'm gonna do it. I can't get it. But I keep thinking we're gonna do it, and we don't do it because someone says, "Oh, we're doing it. We're gonna release this. We're gonna do this." And there's been like 10 people that are gonna do it, and nobody actually did it. So it'll probably be like Nintendo buttons. In like a year, I'll just go like, "Screw it, we're doing it," kind of like Mike's Arcade did. So, but yeah, that would be good to do. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I know where this stuff is. Just like I didn't even look at it. I just know it's on the floor. So yeah, there's 2 of them on this control panel, and we reproduced. This is the original. Cool. That's it for gadgets.
Oh,
all right.
Already? Okay.
It's over. Go home.
The Arcade News, Arcade, industry alumni, arcade openings, selecting celebrities, world record holders, operators, coin-out, conventions. The Arcade News.
We interrupt the ventilated alarm.
And now, the Arcade News with Adam Stevens.
That's me. I'm Adam Stevens. I'm here.
Hello,
with the
Adam.
news. Thanks.
Stevens.
From Martech series, Atari reveals Sunnyvale, a massive new experience in the Sandbox. I don't even know what I just said. Do you know what I just said?
It's explained right here. I made it as short as possible before you would get bored.
Atari, one of the world's most... Wait a minute. Let me start again. Atari, one of the world's most iconic... I'm echoing back somewhere. Atari, one of the world's most iconic consumer brands, you may be familiar with. We've had a few of those folks on the show, and interactive entertainment producers announced the launch of Atari Sunnyvale, a massive social and gaming experience in the Sandbox, the capital Sandbox, a leading decentralized gaming virtual world that has nothing to do with Meta, and a subsidiary of the Animaka brands. Atari Sunnyvale. I don't like this name at all. Do you like this name? It's starting to...
That's the name of their original location. Did you know that there were Atari Sunnydale apartments that had an Atari theme?
You know what? I have a Sunnyvale Atari 2600, but I don't like saying this as a brand. Atari Sunnyvale is that's not a good van. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sounding a little bit like Dan Reed.
What? No.
It includes a dozen environments based... What's that?
I'm gone, but I'm not forgotten.
Atari Sunnyvale includes a dozen environments based on classic Atari games and a full game based on Crystal Castles. Ooh. In all, 17 original Atari games are represented. I still don't get it. So
you gotta put the glasses on, and then you go in and you play the game.
I think there's a reveal happening right now. Within Atari Sunnyvale.
I'm doing my dad's voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
So within Atari Sunnyvale, players will be able to explore and interact with each other. Like what? A BBS? A chat system?
You're in like a virtual world. It's like a game Ready Player One, except for you're only able to play Atari games, and that's it.
Like EverQuest? This is like Atari EverQuest.
Sure.
Players can also participate in a number of queues and games and hide and seek, and winners receiving rewards.
Tag.
The Crystal Castles experience is echoing back to me. In a game in which players race through a maze-like castle, collecting gems and fighting off enemies. Do you have to dress up like a bear?
Bentley Bear.
Maybe you'll have a hat on. That'll be nice.
Need your magic pouch.
I recently bought the Atari Flashback game pack for the for the Nintendo Switch. It has Crystal Castles on it. Nice. It's kind of fun. It's not as fun as the arcade game. Dan, you have Crystal Castles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My Crystal Castles, even though I have replaced all of the audio chips, not all the music plays, so it sounds really weird.
So Dan,
my cabinet looks like it's been through World War III.
Oh.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's the one cabinet that I've never restored out of all my games. I haven't even touched.
It's not like missing the T molding or anything.
Yeah, I ripped the T molding off it. It's got from SS Billiards.
Yeah.
Remember that place?
Yeah.
We had Lloyd on last week.
Yeah, we interviewed Lloyd.
The indication, I got it for $200, and it had like Bondo. You know where it's how it's got that goofy shape where it's kind of Journey where it juts out in the front control panel is.
Yep.
I think every Crystal Castles has probably been dumped over and that part's been snapped off. That was Bondoed, and yeah, it's rough. It brings me joy to look at it. It keeps me humble.
The marquee on that is very similar to Millipede.
It is.
Yeah.
I was thinking at one time to turn it into my
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh wait, no. Go ahead.
No, I was going to turn it into the Cloak and Dagger, the Agent X. But
oh yeah.
But I never did.
Nice.
I just built what was it? Defender.
Yes.
I turned Defender.
That looked amazing.
Now I have a set of Cloak and Dagger manuals for you, Dan.
I know. I got to get those from you.
They're the actual conversion manuals for Defender.
What?
Yeah.
I have the original side art. Like when you bought the game as a conversion kit, it came with the side art. So when I was reproducing the art for Rich at this old game, and I had to piece together the front kick plate. I still have the original side art for that. I should give that to you.
Oh, that's
I was going to frame it or do something with it, but it's just rolled up in my basement. It's cool though.
Very cool.
Very.
So anyway, check out the Atari Sandbox, whatever Sunnyvale thing. It sounds awful.
Have you seen?
Right? Doesn't it?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't wear these things. I'm not. It's just.
I mean. Okay.
Is there another article to cleanse your palate?
Yes, there is. Luckily. Yeah. Well, I mean.
It's the negative news with Dan Reed.
Stern pinball.
I mean, we missed that cue, right? So, Tron Identity announced at D23's Disney and Marvel Game Showcase. It's been quite some time since we've heard anything from the Tron franchise, including those crickets. Following the indefinite pause of Tron 3, the film. But even though we may or may not get some of the version of that film, we will finally be able to... What the hell is that?
I muted myself and it still stayed. That's weird. I can hear it now.
So anyway, I should get over myself. Anyway, we will finally be able to revisit the world of Tron with something called Tron Identity. Announced during the Disney and Marvel Game Showcase, Tron Identity opened up the show with the briefest of brief teaser trailers. That is a tongue twister. You did that on purpose.
Yes, I did.
The teaser features an iconic data disc for crying out loud. If there's any, I mean, is it me? For the series that is fans, it really sounds like it's me. I'm going to mute myself.
It's when you talk.
While you figure that out, Tron is, in my opinion, and this is probably an unpopular opinion, but that is a severely underrated IP that has never really, in my opinion, they could do so much with that, and they haven't ever done anything with it.
So what are you talking about specifically, like game-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Or just the whole franchise, the IP. You're right. I mean, they are building that roller coaster. It'll be done at Disney World next year.
Oh, it's next year?
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
be
It only
there
took
on-
them 5 years to build a roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there was COVID.
True, but they continued to build. I guess they just sort of stepped it down a notch.
Well, you got 3 years of losing employees.
Good point. Good point.
You know,
Were they all dying? Is that what's happening? Oh my God.
They shut down the park for a year practically.
Disneyland, Disney World was like, hey, let's keep going. Woohoo! It's in Florida.
It was shut down for a while.
A little bit, yeah, you're right.
But I'll be there on Saturday.
I was there 2 weeks ago, so it's great.
You were in Land though, right?
I was at Land, yeah. So you're
I'm gonna be
worlding
in
it.
World, yeah.
All right, enjoy.
Yeah. So anyhow, there's this thing called Tron Identity, and the teaser features an iconic data disc from the series that, as fans well know, functions both as a weapon and an ID card of sorts. Did you guys ever watch the animated series?
I made it halfway through it.
Well, it's only like a half animated series. They canceled it. It's pretty good. Anyway, something has been taken. Enter a new grid and forge an alliance via visual novel gameplay, uncovering truths through identity disc puzzles. Make critical decisions and plot your own course in a world without a creator. So, I don't know.
So Earth. Wait, no.
That'd be fun. I used to play the hell out of the little Tron game that was on the Game Boy Advance. Remember that thing?
Oh yeah, that's
really fun.
Huh.
It was like a 3D isometric. It's like one of the few 3D isometric games. Speaking of 3D isometric, Dan, don't you have a game that you need repaired?
I do. Well, I don't know. I have to look at it. I just haven't. My Return of the Jedi is acting weird. Turns on, plays fine for a few minutes, and then sound goes bananas.
Oh.
I'm like,
Sounds like an overheating amplifier chip.
Yeah, I think Brian turned me on to the guy. I had to drive to South Dakota to get the thing. I wanted it so bad, and it worked for a while. But yeah.
My God.
I
I recently learned that Fargo is in North Dakota, not South Dakota. And if you say it's in South Dakota, they get pissed.
That's so weird. You didn't know Fargo was in North
I
Dakota.
just was picking a South Dakota. I'm like, what the hell? It sounds right.
Well, and everybody always thinks Fargo's in Minnesota because
that's true because of the movie.
So that's the other issue. So Fargo's just a problem.
It's Pierre, South Dakota. Pierre. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's 8:00. I bet we're gonna have a caller pretty soon.
I don't know. Is he gonna join in on the arcade, the Back to the Cade segment?
I know, but we should probably kick that off.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Back to the cave with
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What do you know, Mark? What happened? He's muted all of a sudden. He's just like talking to nobody.
That was embarrassing. I think Keith is holding up the Arcade Expo 2022. Is that the advertisement for it?
That's the dude with the design.
Nice.
Oh, is he back? Yeah, it gave him a new idea. I gotta fix that.
Okay, we're putting you into the live stream.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my thing up like this.
That's what she said.
Hey.
While you're doing that, I'm going to read a little thing about my Back to the Cade segment, and this is where I tell you a little bit about Back to the Future news. It's been announced that Back to the Future the musical will be extending its current West End run at the Adelphi Theater to July 23rd, 2023. Let's all go to England together and watch it. Let's do it.
You buy it, I'm flying.
Oh, man, that's what she said. Again, the announcement comes as the production celebrates 1 year performances in London. The West End production is currently starring Ben Joyce as Marty McFly, never heard of him, and Roger Bart, yes, very famous man, as Emmett Brown. The acclaimed Manchester run of Back to the Future the musical opened in London on 13 September 2021. Man, you know what? Why do they put the dates like this? Who likes this? Nobody likes this. Are there? Anyway, the production's gone on to win the Best New Musical, Olivier Award, What's on Stage Awards, Broadway World Award, blah blah blah. So I think we should all go to London and do an arcade radio show, and then maybe UK Arcade Expo, whatever you want to do, Keith. I think that would be great. Sure. Keith, you're going to have to put up, I think, with a few minutes of us doing what time do you have to split? Like 8:15, 8:20, 8:30?
Yeah, probably about 8:20, 8:30.
Well, why don't we just do his segment first?
Let's do it. Okay, let's play the little interview thing, and we'll pop back to this.
Oh, yeah, we even have a bumper for this.
Correct.
Yeah, we like interviewing people.
Adam has a button.
All right, here we go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Keith Christensen to the show. Hey, thanks for coming on for a few minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Season 6 finale of the Arcade Radio podcast, and we have Keith from the Houston Expo. So tell us a little bit about about the Expo.
So Expo grew out of a need to have a really good party here in Houston. We started it in 2002, and we started at a club called Fitzgerald's, and it kind of grew and grew and grew, and now we've gone from about maybe 45, 50 games in 2002 to between 300 and 400 in 27,000 square feet with vendors and all kinds of fun stuff and bands and DJs and a whole multimedia groovy experience.
Right on. So, what's the big draw this year? You have a bunch of pinball coming in. What are you gonna have?
Well, so Stern is bringing in 28 of the new pinballs, including Rush, Godzilla. You may have played some of these already. Led Zeppelin and Mandalorian and the super secret James Bond pinball.
What was that?
That is the cue from Cannonball Run.
Oh,
which is a knockoff of the James Bond theme, which we probably should not get flagged for.
Flagged for? No, we should be good.
And Adam, I think there's a good echo going into the Twitch feed, not into our feed for some reason, with our new guest.
Oh, yeah, that happens. I apologize. I'll fix that right now. I know what's causing it. It's pretty easy to fix. There we go.
So, we need a wah wah.
Wah wah.
Can you hit testing? 1 2 2 1 1 2.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're good.
All right. So so coming up November 11th weekend, which is also happens to be my birthday on November 11th, by the way. And we're gonna have a bunch of cool guests. Let me get my little cheat sheet up right over here. We're gonna have John Borg, who's gonna be there.
Who's
He's
that?
The designer of Rush Pinball and all kinds of other groovy stuff. Tron Pinball, you name it. Scott Denazzi, he's also gonna perform. And he's gonna be he did the Total Nuclear Annihilation pinball machine.
I
and
like
the
that
Rick and
pinball.
Morty pinball.
That's
I don't know if you played any of
basically Dolly Parton on steroids.
those. Aha.
Yes.
We got Randy Martinez, the artist that did the official Star Wars artist. He did the artwork for Mandalorian and Star Wars pinball. Plus, he's working on a couple new projects over there. Paul E. Niemeyer. Yeah, the Mortal Kombat artist dude.
Yeah.
Tim Kitzrow.
Yeah, cool.
The Boom Shakalaka guy. We're doing Steven from Multimorphic Pinball. They have the new Weird Al Yankovic pinball, which we'll have that game at the show to play. Brett Weiss and author, retro gaming author, and Tyler Espirito, a YouTube creator. We'll be doing a panel. We're also gonna have a cosplay contest where you can also win a pinball machine, and we're gonna have bands too. And cool. Some of the bands will be. Let me pull up my cheat sheet on that. Okay, we got this guy 8-Bit Zero Shampton. He actually plays blues guitar and uses a Game Boy programmed for his backing band.
Nice.
So he'll play blues guitar and saxophone and sings kind of blues. He's from New Orleans, and he does that all with his Game Boy behind him.
Very cool.
And then we got another guy doing some classic soundscapes using modulation outboard gear. And then after that, this is on Friday night, Scott Danasi doing his modular techno jams, which he kind of builds a groove with all these different modular synth mods and stuff. Then JG and the Robots from Dallas will be there.
Cool.
And he dresses up as one of the famous robots, maybe something from T2 or something, and does a whole EDM set, and it's a great show. And then Atari Matt, who does all his programming through 2600 cartridges, and he's written a bunch of killer songs, 8-bit stuff. And then the next day, we'll have a cosplay contest. We'll also have a trivia contest where you can come and, see how good you are at arcade and pinball trivia.
Nice.
Chris Lowe will start doing some DJing. And the Consortium of Genius will come out, and they're great kind of science fiction kind of themed band. They're all in lab coats and stuff, and they have a good time. Then we have Radio Duran. Any Duran Duran fans out there?
Ooh!
Double D? Come on, man. Give it up.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Maria, right?
Double D.
Barbarella.
Yeah, D squared. I like Double D better. That's what she said, right?
Right.
Anyway, so they'll be playing. They're doing some cool Duran Duran, and then Radio Cult comes out. They come from Georgia, and they'll do some originals and covers, and plus they'll be pulling people out of the audience to jam, and maybe we may get them to do a couple of the old Loaded Popcorn songs. Remember that band there, Mark?
Oh, yeah. So I'll have to bring my bass guitar? Is that what's happening?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Hey, I wanted to welcome Layer Shift, MG Castra, Paula, and Brian Jones is in the chat. Uppy87, welcome to the show. Okay, so...
one last thing. I got last thing before I'm going to spin real quick. At midnight on Saturday, we have the Yacht Rock Disco Toast. So at midnight, we do a champagne toast. And you've been there, Mark. It's pretty fun, right?
Oh, my God. Yacht Rock.
We hand out captain's hats and leis and
that
everything.
Is so cool.
And then me and we have a limbo contest. We do the full on.
All right, Keith, I got a story for you. When we did an episode, we do this segment called Back to the Juke, and I asked Mark to set up a Yacht Rock night, and he's like, "What the hell's Yacht Rock?" And I'm like,
"Oh my God,
it's only the best thing ever." 70s,
well, now I know.
70s and early 80s soft rock. It's just there's nothing like it. Sirius XM has a channel. I would love to come to Houston Expo and check that out. That'd be really fun.
We give out lightsabers through the show. And so everybody's got blue or green or red lightsabers and stuff. And then we'll take that. Oh yeah, and then Friday night we have an 80s night. After the bands, we'll be DJing some 80s stuff.
There's no time to even play games.
Oh, there's plenty of time. I mean, you got all day long. You're in there with the games.
Sure.
So it's not like these shows where you have to walk a half a mile, go play some games, and we gotta go check out the seminar, and it's way over here, or whatever. It's all. Oh, he's got that's it. Hey, he's got it.
That's
funny. Still has this from the last show.
I got a dark saber, Mark, but I don't have my hilt for it right here.
Oh man. You said hilt.
You're in there with the games, and so you could be watching the bands having fun and say, well, hey, I'm going to go play, some pinball or go play some vids or retro games.
Will there be an exterminator game there?
I don't know.
Oh.
What are you bringing, Mark?
That's funny.
I want to bring my disc of Tron, but it's just too big. So.
Oh, that's what she said.
Oh man.
I did not say it tonight. It was not me. It was Keith.
Hey, I'm not, very PC. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
We're also going to have a lot of local artists and vendors and a free swap meet on Saturday morning. That's killer.
Nice.
Everybody brings all their stuff to the parking lot and sells all kinds of stuff. And then we're probably got about 35 vendors right now. We'll probably max out around 42 or so. And that's just everything from somebody selling lemonade to, original art and stuff. So anyway,
we got somebody from Brazil in the chat now. That's pretty fun. Okay, so any last well, you got food? You got food there?
Well, the hotel has food.
Okay.
They have
a full bar.
And a full bar.
All right.
And then, we got that going on and stuff. We have two movie stars that we're working on. So just keep tuned to HoustonArcadeExpo.com for updates. Nice. I'll give you a hint. The movie may have to do with some sort of video game.
Ready Player One. Wait, no.
Very mysterious.
Does an old man come and abduct people in a car?
Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Speaking of abducting, we're also there's a company out of Austin called Mighty Coconut. Have y'all ever heard of them?
I have not.
No.
So a lot of the designers, a lot of the big pinball collectors across the country, and including myself, are into this VR game called Walkabout Mini Golf. And it is sweet. It is so much fun. You can get 8 people, you hang out, it's kind of like this. You're hanging out, BSing, doing whatever, and you're playing mini golf, and you're playing on top of a mountain, and you're playing in the Chinese gardens, you're playing, all different weird places. They did one for Labyrinth, so you actually play through the labyrinth of the movie, going all the way up. And they're going to be there, and they're going to do a seminar, and they're going to be talking about their game. But it's funny. I ask people, say, have you heard about VR mini golf? And they're like, what? Huh? No. And until you experience it with a group of friends, it's just nobody quite understands it. So anyway.
So is it proprietary? So in other words, you can't get it on any system. You have to go there, and it's all run off of proprietary.
No. It's on Oculus. So it's on the Oculus Quest.
Cool.
Or Meta, or whatever they're calling it today, and I believe it's also on Steam. But I'm not sure if you're playing on Steam, if you could team up with your friends on Oculus and vice versa. So everybody that we've played with has been on Quest 1 or Quest 2 or Rift. So
very cool.
But and they're coming out with a new one called Jules Verne. So it's going to be all, I think, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Trip to the Moon or whatever, and based on a bunch of his.
Speaking of that, has anyone played Subnautica? Because that game is really awesome.
I have not.
Okay, just checking.
What is that on?
Don't surprise me with questions like that.
That platform. Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
No, yeah,
you can do it. Okay.
It's on Steam. And Switch, and PC, and nice. I think it's on Xbox. It's called Subnautica, and there's two. It's a sort of a puzzle platformer, but first person underwater. And you start out in a sub, and you're running out of oxygen. You have to figure out how to get things working.
That would be pretty intense under VR.
It's pretty, yeah, and it works with VR actually.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Very cool.
So,
yeah, I've been but anyway, let me give it one last round for the Houston Arcade Expo here. We have discount tickets available.
Nice.
At HoustonArcadeExpo.com. They're discounted for another couple weeks, and also you can get a VIP pass where you get to come in on Thursday and hang out while we're setting everything up. And then we have a little snack room. You get to go in and get free drinks and snacks and whatnot. And
very fun.
Hope to see you guys out. I mean, maybe you guys need to come down and we can do a seminar and you guys could talk about your show and everything.
That'd be great. We could have a little panel there. Maybe we could plan it for next year because I'm gonna. This is the season finale, and I'm gonna be in Florida for 2 weeks.
We're no good at talking.
We can do it.
Yeah, we could totally do it. We'll even bring Dan Reed along.
That'll be fun.
Hey, you think Brooke wants to go on a vacation to Texas? We should do it. It'd be fun.
Ooh, maybe. We had fun at Grinkers.
Yeah.
I agree.
We got secret info about Grinkers, too. Okay, well, Keith, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. You guys have a wonderful evening, and peace, love, and arcades.
Yeah, totally, man. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us.
Cool. That was fun.
All right.
We gotta like that.
Yeah.
Just, that was sort of a spontaneous thing, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I invited him on like 50 minutes ago, so.
Mark was really worried.
Before I realized the announcement that Dan Reed was coming back was going to be. Well, that's okay.
All right, Dan. We're now going to do the most fun part of the show.
Yes. This is the part where I ask.
Wait, we haven't even done Back to the Cade yet.
This is it. This is the.
Did you have any Back to Cade stuff you wanted to do? Because.
Yeah, I talked about the Back to the Future musical. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
So
now you're going to ask a question.
I've determined if we make it to season 7, all that segment will be about is Back to the Future news. Like if there's
First of all, I feel like I should stop and tell everyone that the surprise was Dan Reed.
Yes, the surprise was Dan Reed. Yes. Which I was surprised too. Like I was. But then I went into Skype and I saw that Dan Reed had been added to the chat. So,
this guy,
I knew Mark was going to figure it out. He's an IT guy, so
yeah.
that guy figured it out. It's
maybe
funny,
Brian was surprised.
Like as soon as I said there was a secret, I'm like, I bet you Mark figures it out within an hour. And no shit, he figured it out. And I'm like,
10 minutes.
And he's like,
well, Dan...
he texts me. He goes, "Oh my God, I think I know what the secret is." And I go, "You just keep your mouth shut, soldier."
And I'm like, acting!
We cracked out the good stuff for you, Dan. You're just not here to enjoy it.
Oh God, I'm gonna be
good. What is that, Brian?
That's the emergency bottle of scotch from Paradise. We have an emergency bottle of scotch. It's a 25-year-old Glenfarclas. We treat the guys right.
Yeah.
Wow. Very nice.
That's probably like $150 bottle of scotch.
Scotch.
Not that far away from me, Brian. I could drive over there in 20 minutes, so be careful.
Yeah. I mean, We have days where the guys look at me and go, we need an emergency bottle of scotch. They haven't been around that much. And literally the guys in the shop, this is their bottle.
Wow.
So
don't tell them.
Yeah, I'm drinking water right now. Thank you.
Hey, Adam, let me know when I can ask Brian a question, because I have a very looming question for him. I've been dying to ask all night.
Well, why don't you go ahead before we hit the button on the next segment?
Yeah.
Sure, because Mark had his thing.
Yep. No, I'm ready to hear this one. Let's go.
Tell me about Starrcade. What is this? Adam was saying that you opened an arcade. I got to hear this, because you have such an eclectic mix of games. It's so cool. It's got to have everything. People got to walk in and be like, wow.
Oh, look.
Wait, Mr. Billy 7 has joined us for the emergency bottle of scotch.
Hey.
Finally. They're not the same person.
Billy 7, he was the first guy I ever talked to in the arcade community. He helped me with my Dragon's Lair. Years ago.
Way up in the chat, he had commented about that. I've been cracking the whip. He's been working on a tank out in the other room, because I'm doing this crazy trip to Nashville tomorrow. But anyways, Starrcade. We opened up. So myself, Paul Sarnin, who goes by Tall Paul, and another gentleman who I don't know if you knew from Wisconsin, Tom, who one of the other local guys used to get a lot of his games from. Opened up an arcade up in Roseville Mall.
Wow.
And so we have, we put a bunch of stuff out there. Some of it is kind of your common, normal, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all that stuff is there. But we've actually put, like War of the Worlds is up there.
Wow.
Off the Wall is up there. Chicken Shift. Off the Wall with the Bally Senti one, not the Atari one, but, and so the idea was to create a space where people could go in and enjoy the games they remember, and to really give some new games that people wouldn't normally have seen. Yeah. So it's $15 at the door. Go in. You can come and go as much as you want during the day. And yeah, it's been a year and a half now. Started right in the middle of COVID.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Well, the mall was very desperate.
Yeah, I bet.
So we took over one space, and then the Potbelly next door closed down, and we just punched a hole in the wall, took over their space. Then we asked the mall if we could be there. No, I did ask ahead of time a little bit, but it's a fun space. It's family friendly. You can go there with the family, kids, all of that. We did just add beer and pizza and drinks, so now you can go up there and you can get a Heggie's pizza. Heated up in 5.5 minutes in our Turbo Chef fryer or Turbo Chef oven.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a blast.
The beer's draft or cans?
It's all cans.
Smart.
But one of the guys that works up there, Paul's actually stepson, used to be a beer warehouse manager, whatever. So his selection of beer is actually quite good. I may have had one or two while visiting the other day.
Love it, man. That's awesome. I love to hear about that. It's really great that that's still happening in the community. I just think it's super important. So
thank you.
Leap. So good for you. That's awesome. I'm going to go visit it now.
Yeah, thank you. It's a lot of fun. So the one thing that we were missing in the Twin Cities area, I felt like, was a place where people could go, where families could go. And so this is a much more family-friendly environment than the other ones. We have some amazing places. I mean, Up Down is a fun place to go. It's a younger, fun, active crowd. Tilt is the most amazing pinball bar ever.
And now it's going to be at Lyle Liquors. Liquor Lyle's.
Liquor Lyle's. That's where I got kicked out. Whoop, whoop.
But how do you do that?
I guess you get into an argument to the wrong people and stuff. But when they kicked me out, I was right by my car, and it was awesome. So.
Convenient.
Nice.
Convenient. I love oh my God, I miss you. Okay,
it dragged me through a different door that I couldn't use normally, and I was like, holy shit, here's the Prius,
And he's driving the Brian Prius to boot.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. We added a whole bunch of people to chat. I just want to say welcome to the show, you guys. Thanks for tuning in on the season 6 finale of Arcade Radio. So Dan, you've been enlightened. There's Tato ice cold beers on the way. There's a brand new arcade
amazing.
in Roseville. It's called Starrcade. 250 classic arcade games and pinball machines. Really, really cool.
250.
120 to 140, not 250.
295.
800 games.
If you slightly cross your eyes, it's 250.
There's like 600 classic arcade games at this arcade. I'm telling you, you got to check it out.
I don't even have to turn on my arcade in the basement. I'll just go to Brian's.
That's right. I thought it was closer to 200, Brian, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, well, if you count the broken ones in the back, it probably is.
Okay.
So the one thing we do actually reasonably well there is we keep a good stock of games that are working in the back. So when they go down on the floor, instead of having to fix them, we actually just rotate them out.
Smart.
Pretty common practice for a good arcade, so that's good.
Yeah.
There's about 40 or 45 games on reserve. It's actually not, but anyways.
Big Bad Brad's in the chat, by the way. And Anna Banana. I love that name.
I have a great box of blaster boards. Big Bad Brad did a restoration on, and I'm going to give a plug for Brad. If you guys have Williams boards you need repaired, completely overload this guy. He's completely backed up. It takes a while, and they're amazing.
Overload him.
Overload him. Just get in touch with Brad.
Just send him everything.
This was a corroded blaster set. They work perfectly. They're beautiful.
Fantastic.
So amazing job.
You guys haven't used the word fantastic
No, we haven't.
Like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
It's
on reserve.
So I like this name, Tiz Cloud. That's a good name.
Tiz.
Yeah. Tom Brazil 100. That sounds like that's an awesome name, right there.
Brian, I might bring you my Return of the Jedi board.
You should.
Do it.
Spike Trapped Claire. Okay, hey
guys. We can look it up.
Are you going to hit the
ready for the
Can I ask you the question?
Yeah, because this is going to be the finale. And Dan, this is the best part of the show.
All right, go.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Here we go.
You got to hit the button.
Well, you got to ask me the question.
What's I'm asking you, what's in the juke?
What's in the juke?
Welcome to the Season 6 finale edition of What's in the Juke. It's the game within a game within a podcast. Today, we feature Super What?
Wait.
What?
I'm not...
Today. For real, are you good? Is you good? Is you good? Okay. Today, we feature super short, isolated audio tracks from 19... You're jumping the gun, bitch.
I learned it by watching you.
Damn it! Today... we feature super short, isolated audio tracks from 1984. Brian Thurston Howell Armitage will be your scorekeeper. If you can guess the title of the song, you will get...
herpes.
Half point. There you go. If you can guess the name of the group, you'll get...
syphilis.
Half point. Guess both? Guess what? Full point. That's correct. If you do not know...
I won already. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Fight it out amongst yourselves. Season 6, stay fighting. Now that the fighting is over, let us...
But wait, there's more. If you order now, we'll throw in this brand new toaster.
Talk about your car's extended warranty. No.
Have you got any call? Actually, I've gotten less calls lately. Are the Russians giving up?
The government passed something that said that the cell phone companies were responsible if they were going to keep sending out spam calls, so it quit.
Really?
Yeah, they hit the don't allow spam button finally. So
I cannot believe that because
I saw it on the news, and then after that, I didn't get any more.
That's funny.
Awesome.
Calls
because
now all I get is the vacation people. They're like, hey, remember that one time you went to Florida with us? And I'm like, oh man, I regret that.
I never got to sign up for an extended warranty.
The extended warranty calls, I'm actually still getting a couple a week, but they're They're not as bad. They were really bad for a while.
So I will say it's kind of funny. So the gentleman that I'm dropping some games off for in Kentucky is in the chat. He lives in Brazil. He's encouraging me to keep drinking so our negotiations on pricing get better later.
What city? Louisville?
No. Bob Cunningham's warehouse oh God, where is he? Nicholasville.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of villes in Kentucky. Shelbyville, Nicholasville, Louisville. Anyway.
But okay, so
were we playing What's in the Juke? Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, here comes your first track.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's close.
All right, what was that? Okay,
really
now
short.
I gave multiple versions. There's another version, another clip from this.
Okay,
track.
we'll do that.
There's a change of pace. Oh yeah.
Oh, these are hard. This is making me difficult.
Let me move that one off there.
All right, so chatters, did you get that one?
Oh yeah. There's a change of pace.
This is not one of the better known songs.
Oh, look, Mike Page has Billy Idol.
Got it.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I blinked out for a second, guys. I'm back.
Billy Idol.
Mike Page.
0.5.
Half point.
Does anybody have the song?
And Mike Page with the song for a full point.
Full
he gets
point.
herpes and syphilis.
Yes.
I feel like I should give away something on this show other than herpes.
I don't think you should follow that with I should give something away.
Come on now. How about a roll of film? Look at this.
What do you got?
I have a roll of Kodak film, unused.
Okay. In a non-light safe case. Oh, negatives.
Give it to me.
That's what I still have all of my negatives from like childhood through like college in those exact same things.
And I have a camera. I'm not giving this away.
No, don't do that.
It's too awesome.
I forget the name.
I have a scanner for you, Mark. Whoa!
Holy crap! What was that?
Someone just fell.
Crotch shot.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Half point.
Someone rang his
There,
bell.
better.
If you have a scanner for that'll work. I'll have to talk to you offline.
Okay, here comes your next track.
Another illusion I chose to create.
God, that guy's voice is unmistakable.
Correct. Gotta love Frank Herbert. Wait.
Oh, Grinwing. No. There we go, Mr. Peabody with Chicago.
Grinwing said Brian Adams.
Point.
And Mr. Peabody, full point.
Full point.
Oh.
There's too much conflict. I need my safe space.
Hard habit to break, huh?
I learned it by watching you.
Damn it.
Yep. So Mr. Peabody, full point for Chicago and hard habit to break.
All right, here comes your next track.
She got turned up nose.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I want to hear the whole song.
It is so good.
She got turned up nose.
She got turned up nose.
I love isolating this. And one of these is like a surprise, like in the middle of the song. I was like, holy crap, he speaks during this part? I'll let you know when that comes up.
Okay.
Mike Page. Pulling up the artist, David
Sometimes
Bowie.
I feel like.
Oh my God,
Wrong
he's so
game.
awesome.
Wrong song, but
Wrong.
Sometimes I feel like.
Oh my God, so awesome. Half point for one of those things. We don't take away a point, right? We're gonna leave.
no, there's no punishment in Back to the Game.
Punishment. Wrong. Jail.
We're wrong. Oh my God, we'd have so many people with negative points if we did that.
He got it. The Blue Jean, Mike Page.
Yes.
Full point.
Full credit.
Nice.
She got turned up nose. Sometimes I feel like.
Oh, those are awesome.
The whole song isolated. I'll send it to you. It's okay.
Yeah, you got it. That's really great. Okay,
I love isolated.
Here comes your next 2 hints.
That's a long time, but I'm here to tell you, there's something else.
Oh my God. Is that from the original song?
Yes! It's in the middle of like this loud part.
Oh my gosh.
That's a long time, but I'm here to tell you, There's something else.
Oh my God, it sounds so corny.
I know, and then play the other one. It's the other
The
half.
Afterworld. That's right.
Joe Drosen.
Oh my God.
With Prince.
Half point.
It is not.
It's not Red Corvette. Nope.
The Red Corvette. No way.
I need to boost that audio. It's too quiet. Oh my God, there's a guy at work that sounds just like this guy. Whenever he laughs, I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to play this clip for him.
There it is.
Half point.
Dub's crying?
No, it's the one above it.
Oh, I missed it. Grinwing. Let's go crazy.
All right, so far we have Billy Idol, Flesh for Fantasy, Chicago, Hard Habit to Break, Blue Jean by David Bowie, and Prince and the Revolution with...
That's a long time, but I'm here to tell you.
Let's Go Crazy.
There's something else.
I can't believe
it. It sounds
doesn't sound right.
Incredibly corny.
He says it in the middle of like solo music, and I listen to it with the music, and I'm like, I can't believe he's saying that. You cannot hear it in the regular song.
That's a long time, but I'm here to tell you.
There's something
There's
else.
something else.
The Afterworld. All right, here we go. Your next track.
The guy next to me has a girl in his nose, my arms are empty.
Oh my God, I love this song. This is the only clip, so I'll do it again.
The guy next to me has a girl in his nose, my arms are empty.
I know what album
It's
this
very
is.
Andy.
clever.
I know the artist, but I don't know the song.
Andy with Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Half point.
Rod Stewart, very small man, a very wee man.
Wee man.
I was at
And
Mardi
Proc with Some Guys Have All the Luck.
That's right. I was at Mardi Gras, and we were following somebody, and we were like, "Who the hell's this guy with all these people?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Rod Stewart." I'm like, "Oh,
Nice work. That's from the album Infatuation.
Infatuation.
Yep, which is also a hit off there. Little known fact, but this is a remake. Robert Palmer did a version of it many years earlier, and I encourage you to listen it up. It's much different. It's a lot of fun. They're both good songs. Okay, here comes your next track. Bang bang. I am
no.
a scorier.
It's your heart that you betrayed. Bang, bang.
Joe Drosen with a half point for I'm
Half
a Warrior. Mike Page gets the name of the band. Scandal.
Correct.
All right, but
almost the lead singer of Van Halen.
It's amazing.
Yeah, let's give another half point for featuring who?
Half point.
For featuring Scandal featuring who?
The potential one-time almost lead singer of Van Halen.
Not the woman.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Before
they were gonna hire her.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. That would be, holy crap! That would have changed the landscape of rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt, right?
I mean, Sammy Hagar has got good pipes, but this woman is a good singer.
Mr. Peabody got it. Patty Smith.
Nice.
Half point.
It's Patti Smythe. Smith is a
true.
different singer, but yeah.
Close enough. Yes.
Patti Smith did the original Passenger, I believe, or the first remake of it. Okay, so great job, Scandal, The Warrior. Here comes your next track. Oh, I love this track. I love this song.
Come on, baby, what you taking that for?
I'm not even gonna play it again. It's so good.
Half point.
For whoever gets that with the name.
So good.
Mm-hmm. That'll screw everything.
It's not Madonna.
Oh no.
Mr. Peabody got the name. Strut.
Half point.
Nice. Sweet.
And Grinwing with Sheena Easton.
Come on, baby, what you taking that for?
Half point.
She just had a whole record of 12-inch for record store day.
Yeah.
a whole Sheena Easton 12-inch record came out, which is like a two record set, and it's all of her 12-inch stuff. And actually, you're better off buying the CD because you get even more if you buy the CD.
12 inches.
Yes. So yeah, it's ding ding. Smack. Oh my god. All right. Where are we at right now?
We are at Mike Page leading with 2.5 points.
Yeah!
In second place with 2 points. Joe Drosen and Grinwing tied for third place with 1 point. And Andy and BJ tied for honorable mention at a half point each.
You need a tiebreaker.
Well, we got
3 more? Yeah.
3 more. So I think we're good. All right. Here comes your next track.
There's a story in my eyes.
This guy died.
Oh man.
Did he really?
Yep.
Did he?
Yep. Just this year, maybe last year.
Oh. Didn't the original die too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Def Leppard luck.
Damn it.
Yeah, and
I can't hold back Mr. Peabody for half point.
No, so the first guy was Jimmy Jameson.
Oh, you were just saying he just can't hold back. Sorry.
Yeah. He died in 2014.
Survivor. Mr. Peabody gets the full point. Takes the lead.
Nice.
Oh, no. Mike Page, you got to pull up from behind.
Nice.
Half point.
Not much of a Survivor. Oh, gosh.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, I like that. We got to.
That's good. That's very good.
Okay. Here comes your next track.
It's too late.
Are you kidding me?
That's the easy one.
That's really, actually, I think that's hard.
Really?
Yeah.
He says stuff like that. Like the second half of all the verses end exactly that same way.
You know who's singing that? It's not.
No, it's not the main guy. You're right.
Well, there's two main guys.
And they both passed now. Isn't it terrible?
Yeah, it is.
Mike Page gets both the name of the band and the song with the Cars Drive.
Yes!
He pulls back into the lead with a full point.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Into the final stretch, final song. Mike Page with 3.5. Mr. Peabody with 3. Everybody else doesn't matter. If you're not winning, you're losing.
Oh!
Ouch.
Yeah, Benjamin Orr was the lead singer on that thing.
Yes. So good.
Yeah, great. You know, he had the pleasure of having the first major hit by the Cars. Just What I Needed. That was a Benjamin Orr track.
Really? He wrote it or he sang on it?
He sang.
That was
they shared, but he sang on it. Yeah.
So the next song is my son's favorite song.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, here we go.
Oh. This is a song.
This is a song.
Now, these guys put on an amazing concert. I saw them. We got to be. We used to be friends with the drummer, and he passed away. But Mike Page got Twisted Sister for half point. They go out on stage and they say, "We're gonna play all of our." And Mike Page gets the full thing. We're not gonna take it.
Full point.
Nice.
So they go out on stage and they say, "We're gonna play all of our hits in the first 15 minutes." Then, and I'm sorry, I know it's not a children's show. All you fuckers that are here for those can go home.
Wow.
And the rest of us are going to rock out and party the rest of the night. The show was unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, it was a blast.
Did you play the samples again just for fun?
Sure, here we go.
Whoa!
That sounds like a barbershop quartet.
I like to pick weird parts of the song.
I mean, it actually sounds like a Billy Joel song. Like, whoa!
Well, that they actually add more people the second time they sing.
Yeah.
This is a song. Whoa!
We're gonna remix this song.
What does Adam have back? I mean, it's not Adam, but what does Dan Reed have back there? That's some.
Oh, those are some of my CDs.
That is amazing.
This is what you need to do.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Good Don Johnson.
Is that Heartbeat? I love that song.
That's what we've heard.
Heartbeat by Don Johnson is a very good song. I love it.
It's a great song.
It is.
Yeah. But I can't play it on because we'll get banned.
No, yeah, we don't have an isolated version of it.
Oh, boo.
That's all we do here. Isolated.
We tried every other thing. This has been the most effective.
Yeah, we never get banned for this, or
that's good.
We got banned once.
That was because we played an Atari YouTube video, and then I guess they must have prepared it. Hey, is there any voicemail?
Let's check the voicemail. I like the voicemail.
Yeah.
Let's check the real voicemail.
It's the best part.
Oh. So we're gonna top the show off with a voicemail. I love it when we go out of order. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Google Voice, right? Fun fact: we lost our phone number for about 10 minutes this year.
Is that true? What happened?
I forgot to renew.
Oh my God, what's that like?
I don't know. It's like for a long time, you don't have to do anything, and they're like they get mad when you don't actually use it.
Right. Yeah.
So we've got there's some voicemails. These are probably spam calls. Should we listen to them? Holy crap.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's all right.
Are they recent?
Nope.
I feel like we already listened to the old ones.
Yeah, no. Hey, we should go way back in time. I bet we can do that. I'm gonna hit the spinny wheel. We're gonna go back to
the spinny wheel.
Way back. And we're gonna try. We're just gonna play. Okay. All right.
I'm intrigued with your lava lamp.
I know it's not doing anything, is it?
It's just chilling out.
Well, it's giant. It's 3 feet.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Here comes a voicemail from 2017, February 22nd, 2017. So this is our second season.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna play it because why not, right?
Why not? The old times.
Yeah. Well, this is the old times. Okay, here we go.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is Arcade Radio. Please leave your message after the tone.
I love the terms, guys. That was really funny. Anyway, I just wanted to see if you guys would talk tonight about Mark's Tron pickup in detail, see what he can disclose of what needs to be done to it. That's my baby screaming in the background. All right, y'all have a good night. Hope to see you online. Bye.
What the hell? I don't even know who that is.
Mark's what?
They didn't. He wants to talk about your Tron pickup in 2017.
17.
Did you have? You got another Tron.
I got a Tron Cabaret, which needs to be rejuved because it's so faint. But I'm guessing that's what it is. I don't think I got my discs of Tron Environmental till like 20. I think I got it during COVID actually. Well, it was a very awkward like, are you gonna wear a mask? Are you gonna wear? Should I wear one? Should we? You want to do that? And then they're like, whatever. Just get them. So far, so good. I've not gotten COVID the whole time. How about anybody else? How have you fared, Dan? Did you get it?
Nope.
You have it? All right. Nice.
Okay, here comes it. I'm gonna do that.
If I get COVID, I'm a failure.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, me too. I feel that same way.
Another flashback voicemail. Here we go.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is Arcade Radio. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, you've reached the love line. We can tell that you're a preferred caller. So congratulations on making it to our platinum level membership.
I remember these. They're bringing me back. That was hilarious.
Okay, I'm going to play one more flashback email. 6th season Arcade Radio finale. Here we go. Because we love them.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is Arcade Radio. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, this is Tracy, and I've been working on my Marble Madness LSI cartridge, and it came with EEPROMs and security chip, and the slag chip's missing. So I installed 4 NOS slags, and Vernon installed all the EEPROMs, and then I even installed a Road Blaster security chip, which I verified was working in a Marble Madness TTL version board. So it's totally watchdogging, and once in a while I can get it to flash an error on the screen about ROM at address 200. And I suspected the LS244, so I removed those, of course, and then I installed sockets and replaced those. But I'm just having the same behavior, and I'm not sure to where to look next. Also, my pants fell off.
This message was brought to you by Pipe Dreams, where the odds of actually that being a real message are just as good as you scoring 2 million points on asteroids.
I totally don't remember. That's a fucking funny message.
Yes.
That was Christine, wasn't it?
It's totally Christine.
I remember when she used to do that. That was awesome.
Oh,
that made my night.
My God, that is a great message.
Yeah,
Oh.
A+.
Okay, let's see what's in the pipe here. Oh my God, that was a good one. That was I mean,
classic. That should be played like every other episode.
It should have its own bumper.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the voicemail bumper, maybe.
Christine, we need to make a bumper for Christine.
Yeah.
The voicemail bumper done.
Done. Oh my God. All right. So, checking the actual voicemail. Oh, we do have a voicemail in the hopper, and it looks like I recognize the number, you guys. All right.
Who could it be?
Here we go.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME.
Who could it be?
This is Arcade Radio.
I don't know.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey everybody, it's your buddy, Bob Zarzadek, control panel expert and technician. Hey, as promised, I'm calling you from Disneyland. Yeah, Yara and I are getting on to this Haunted Mansion ride. It's my first time, so, I hope I don't upchuck again like I just did on that Indiana Jones ride.
Mommy, you cannot throw up again. I'm all out of paper towels.
Okay, Yara, all right. Now you hold your horses, all right? I'm pretty sure I'm on empty by now. Oh, and look, hey, it's my Arcade Radio compadre, Mark Shields. He's right here in the flesh. Hey, Bob, it's so good to see you. Wow, you look a lot smaller than I imagined. Hey, stop your joshing, Shields. I'm a full 5'11 and a half. Hey, that's my exact height, too. Hey, I think that the ride's starting now. But hey, what's it like doing a podcast for 6 years? Pretty terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It's awesome, man. Hey. How many phone calls do you think you've left? Oh, I love it when people ask me how many of anything I've ever done. Okay, so how many? If my calculations are correct, the number of calls I've made is 69! Yeah! Hey Bob, where did Yara go? Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. She'll be okay. I don't think this room has windows or doors in it. Well, I guess we should be quiet, now since the ride's going on, right? Hey, you take care, okay, and have fun. Yeah, you too, Mr. Shields. Oh, and you too, Mrs. Shields. Okay, Arcade Radio, you have a great season finale show. All my best.
Hey, you need to shut up.
Hey, you shut up.
Oh, yeah, you gonna make me hot shot?
Hey, Arcade Radio, I've gotta go. I'm gonna try out some of that Cobra Kai karate I learned off of Netflix. All right, have a good one. Zarzadek out.
Oh my God.
Bonus.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he walked up to me while we were in the ride for Haunted Mansion.
That's crazy.
Which you can barely hear in the background.
Was he wearing his headband?
What's that?
Was he wearing his headband?
He was wearing his headband, yes. He was not wearing a hat, though. So
you can leave your hat on.
It's a combination. If you get the headband or you get the hat. So. I don't think that's his real hair. I'm not sure exactly.
All right, Dan. What was it like being back for a night?
Fun. Thanks for having me back, guys. It's nice to go down memory lane a little bit. Great show.
And I think
welcome.
It was super fun having you on the show. I think Dan was worried. He didn't have anything to talk about.
Next time, Dan, you got to come up here and drink some of this with me.
Oh yeah.
I'll swing by soon.
We should do we can surprise everybody. We do a broadcast from Starrcade.
There you go. That's a great idea.
We should. I got the equipment. We did that once at Grinkers. We could set it all up, 4 of us, and do a show. That'd be great.
Well, and speaking of Grinkers,
yeah.
Steve Barbie had a warehouse about 1.5 miles down the road from Grinkers.
The hell
it used to, yes, it used to contain. Well, it still kind of does, but it contained all of his project machines and all of his Bitcoin miners.
Oh, that's funny.
And so he sold all the project machines, moved the Bitcoin miners like up against the wall, and installed red lights hanging from the ceiling, and then has been acquiring slowly the games again. He even traded back for his environmental disc of Tron, so he has it again.
Well, speaking of which,
yes,
Steve Barbie is acquiring
what?
My race driving.
Oh,
and I believe we're going to be shipping him an original Rampart.
Wow, so I guess it's going to be going into this new space that he's been building out. For a few people this month that he's going to meet up with, they're going to do like a test of having people over, but it's like Grinkers Beta 2.0 or 1. I don't know exactly. Actually, he's calling it DEFCON 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, Mark, sad news.
What?
My Billy Mitchell Pac-Man may have been sold.
Oh man, I hope you got a pretty dollar for that one.
I got a decent amount of money. But I wanted to make room for my Miss Pac that's in the garage. So
which I also helped provide you with. So who gives a shit?
Right.
2 games I sold you. You get to keep 1. That sounds great. Well, I mean, I didn't really sell it to you. I picked it up, but I feel like
sad because that pack is sort of mint.
It is, yeah. I don't know. Again, it was in a pinball head hoarder's house.
Yeah.
Where there were only the heads of pinballs hanging from the ceiling like bodies.
Oh, it's terrible.
It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one that has powder-coated coin chutes.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
And it's signed by Billy Mitchell.
So is it staying...
Isn't he in some controversy still right now?
Oh my gosh.
More controversy.
Even more? No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a whole group of people that are like out to bury him.
Like that's their job, basically.
I have one bit of I got a kind of cool thing going on we can talk about real quick.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Tomorrow I'm driving to Nashville.
Woohoo.
Wow.
And then I'm driving back.
Same day?
No. So I'm going to drive down through Iowa, part of Illinois tomorrow night. So we got an RV. So I'm loading up the trailer with a bunch of games. And I'm dropping off games all the way on the way down and then picking up a bunch of stuff on the way back. But basically getting rid of a Star Trek captain's chair, Donkey Kong cocktail, sold a Donkey Kong, sold a Blasteroid, sold an anti-aircraft tonight, made a deal with Mr. Tom Brazil, who is going to be buying my Circus and a few other things.
That's a great game.
Tank 2 and Star Trek Upright.
Cool.
So and then I'm picking up a CPS 3 and a Pig Out cabinet.
Which
is kind of like a neat, like I'm going to get Pig Out going. Picking up a candy cabinet. And then the big news, the final pickup of the trip. Well, so right before the final pickup, dropping off Pit Fighter cabinets with Mark Lukasik. So if you want Rampart cabinets, brand new, made by Mark Lukasik, now's going to be the time. He's going to be building them. But the final pickup, I'm grabbing a 4-player Eliminator. And that's going to be going into the arcade. Down in my basement.
Yeah.
Does it have the big canopy on top?
It does not. So supposedly that was only in the like the demo version or something. It wasn't actually on the real ones that were sold. So somebody made one. It was only for like the first picture. But anyways, really looking forward to that. So, and I do still have another captain's chair. So does Adam.
Yeah. So I also sold my Monaco GP cockpit. Possibly.
Oh, man.
And I did sell a R-Type Nintendo.
That's a heavy cabinet.
R-Type? It's a
Is it like the size of a wide body? I remember seeing one and I was like, geez, that's huge.
No, this one's standard.
Oh.
It is heavier because it's made out of it's not made out of plywood. It's got I think it's got particle board.
Mm.
Some of the DKs and DK Juniors had that too. But yeah, it's not terrible. It's way lighter than an Atari.
Yeah.
An Atari might as well be made of lead.
I think they had engineers hired just to add weight to the cabinet. They're like, okay, you guys design the look of the cabinet, and then lead guy, you add extra wood.
You know,
like,
who's got the right? Big
Spot
Bad Brad
Hunter.
has the right idea. Only collect Williams. They're all plywood. They are all super light. They're fantastic to work on. I love Williams cabinets. I don't like their electronics very much, but
I mean, they're pretty light. I mean, Nintendo's definitely the lightest.
For sure.
Nintendos are light.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nintendo's fine if you don't get the particle board one. You get the particle board one, you might as well just like.
Isn't that a shame?
Just take the electronics out, watch it disintegrate in front of you.
Yeah,
I have one that was particle board, and I took all the stuff out of it, and then with my hands, I took the whole thing apart, and the particle board just shredded. It was
well. This R-Type is in phenomenal shape. It's dry as a bone.
Oh, sweet.
It is perfect side art, perfect CPO. Believe it or not, hardly any fade on the marquee even. It's a fantastic game. Whoever's getting that they're getting a good game. So,
Speaking of which, Mark, did you ever finish your Sky Skipper?
not even close. I finished my Hellifier.
Hellifier. That's
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I haven't started my Sky
I
Skipper.
don't know where I got Sky Skipper. Sorry.
Yeah, I got the side art, the bezel, everything. I found a real control panel from somebody that was selling one on eBay for $800. I talked him down to $500.
Wow.
Built a custom control panel harness for a switcher, and I even took it out to the Houston Arcade Expo. I think I may do that again. It's a very easy game for me to take out. Plus, it's light. I like the light games. But it's 100%. I even had a spare board. I actually do have a spare board set. I'm thinking about who to send that to, because it would be cool to have two board sets, as a backup. But for some reason now I'm like known as the Sky Skipper guru guy. Like if somebody buys a Sky Skipper, they always contact me and they find me and they text me. And
for Sky Skipper?
No, I'm sorry. Did I say Sky Skipper? Hellifier. Damn it, Dan Reed. What have you done?
Sorry. I know what you meant.
No, but why? Where are the Sky Skippers? I want a Sky Skipper. I thought they figured out how to turn Popeyes into Sky Skippers.
They did.
It's funny they did, but where are they? I want to do it. Let's go.
I just got offered a Popeye. That's what I should have done.
But I mean, now I'm not talking about the Popeyes that have the weird board and that they used to be Sky Skippers and they were turned into Popeyes. I mean, somebody was like, "What? What?"
You can change. They figured out how to change them back. I thought. So a little bit more effort.
Yes, I want to do it. Let's go, Brian. High five. Come on, let's.
We're here.
Yeah.
Dan Reed, let's go.
I don't have anything to do.
Hey, you guys, we should do an outro. Hey, I think we're. First of all, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. This has been the season 6 finale of the Arcade Radio podcast. I just want to say, it's been an interesting ride. We've had a lot of really fun guests. We've liked having everybody along for the ride. We've enjoyed interviewing all the people we've interviewed, and we've enjoyed just having shows with us talking about bull crap. All the things we like to talk about. So I guess you guys, should we take a vote right now and see if we're going to do season 7? Raise your hand if you want to do a season 7.
I think we already won if we got...
I think I'm in.
Let Dan Reed vote.
All right.
Do it.
All right, so we'll do one more season. And I think that's going to be our...
The same number of seasons as Star Trek The Next Generation.
That's right.
So.
We got to cap it somewhere, right? You know.
Right, why not?
Season 7, everybody will be on a prop cycle for every episode.
I can write 24 more shows, no problem.
Prop cycle. I forgot about that. Dude.
Or whatever, 22.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that always was into the prop cycle on Clove?
Ty Laurie.
Oh my gosh, I know all about him way too much.
Ty Laurie?
There was a prop cycle that just went for sale in California for $200.
That's crazy.
200 too much.
Oh no, I was all over that if I could have gotten it.
Really?
Right. Dan, we're going to do
That'd
the
be great for the
outro,
update.
and then don't hang up. We'll chat with you a little bit after the show. And everybody, thanks again. This has been the Arcade Radio. That's the double R's, season 6. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Hey, check out our website, arcaderadio.com. That is RCADE radio.com for all of our social media and swag links.
Call, leave comments just like Bobby Z. Why like Bobby Z? Why not leave comments like, something else interesting? I don't know. Anyways, that's 612-548-GAME. That's 4263. Like Christine. Leave comments like Christine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these are all so screwed up. Okay, if you're enjoying the show, pick up some Arcade Radio swag over at spring.com/arcaderadio. We got a bunch of t-shirts and stuff like that, or you can hop over to Patreon, which is patreon.com/arcaderadio. There's multiple tiers starting at $3 a month. Any bit helps with the cost of running a show. Of course, it's going to be out for 6 weeks, so maybe start next.
Yeah, take your time on that one. Subscribe to our Twitch channel to follow us and click on that notification bell and you will know when we are streaming live. That is twitch.com/arcaderadio.
And while you're thinking of clicking on that bell, give us a 5-star review on Anchor, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume our podcast. And remember, we have a Discord channel for Arcade Radio. Voices FYC is saying, so don't forget about that in the after show party.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll do a after show hangout and Discord during the break. So FYC, hit me up in Facebook and we'll get that arranged. Otherwise, you guys, it's been a great season. Thanks for listening in. We'll see you in 6 weeks, beginning of November. This has been Arcade Radio. Everybody get your pants off. Here we go.
Wait, you got to have pants on?